The internet whispers of a place called the Backrooms. It's a name that sends shivers down the spine of those who dare to delve into the darker corners of the web. A place that exists somewhere between reality and nightmare, a realm that defies the laws of physics and logic, a labyrinthine dimension vast and unsettling. Imagine endless corridors that twist and turn, leading nowhere and everywhere at once. The walls are a sickly yellow, stained with the passage of time, and the air is thick with an unshakable sense of dread. It preys on those who stray from reality, those who clip through the fabric of existence. One moment you're walking down a familiar street, and the next you've slipped through a crack in the world, finding yourself in this nightmarish maze. They find themselves in an endless expanse of yellowed wallpaper and buzzing fluorescent lights. The lights flicker intermittently, casting eerie shadows that seem to move on their own. The hum of the lights is constant, a maddening drone that burrows into your mind. A place where time and space hold no meaning. Hours, days, even years could pass and you wouldn't know. The concept of time becomes irrelevant, lost in the endless repetition of identical hallways and rooms. A place where the air itself seems to hum with dread. Every breath you take feels heavy, laden with the weight of countless lost souls who have wandered these halls before you. The atmosphere is thick, almost tangible, pressing down on you from all sides. The Backrooms are more than just a creepypasta. They are a phenomenon that transcends the boundaries of fiction and reality. What started as an internet meme has grown into a full-fledged urban legend, a story that has taken on a life of its own. They are a shared nightmare, a digital folktale that has seeped into our collective consciousness. People from all walks of life, from different corners of the globe, have reported eerily similar experiences. It's as if the Backrooms are a universal fear, a primal terror that we all share. Some dismiss it as a hoax, a product of overactive imaginations. They say it's just a story, a modern-day myth created by the internet. But the sheer number of accounts, the consistency of the details makes it hard to ignore. Others, however, claim to have seen it. They speak in hushed tones, their eyes wide with fear as they recount their experiences. They describe the oppressive silence, a silence so deep it feels like a physical presence, pressing down on them. They speak of its oppressive silence, its suffocating vastness, the endless corridors that stretch out before them, the sense of being utterly alone yet constantly watched. It's a feeling that stays with them long after they've escaped. They speak of the entities that lurk within its depths, things that defy description and sanity, shadowy figures that flit just out of sight, whispers that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere. These entities are the stuff of nightmares, creatures that exist beyond the realm of human understanding. The Backrooms are a mystery, a digital enigma that continues to fascinate and terrify in equal measure. Every new account, every new piece of evidence only adds to the intrigue. It's a puzzle that may never be fully solved, a riddle that keeps us coming back for more. And now, it seems, the mystery has deepened. Recent reports suggest that the Backrooms are evolving, changing. New levels have been discovered, each more terrifying than the last. It's as if the Backrooms are alive, adapting to our fears, growing more complex and dangerous with each passing day. Whispers on the internet, cryptic messages on obscure forums, all hint at a chilling possibility. A new level has been discovered. This new level is said to be even more treacherous, filled with new horrors that defy imagination. The Backrooms, it seems, are far from finished with us. They are a living nightmare, a dark reflection of our deepest fears, and they are waiting for those brave or foolish enough to explore their depths. The rumors began, as they often do, in the darkest corners of the internet. These are the places where the line between reality and fiction blurs, where the most unsettling stories take root and grow. It was here, amidst the shadows and whispers, that a new tale began to emerge. On image boards and forums dedicated to the unexplained, a new story emerged from the digital ether. These platforms, frequented by those with a taste for the mysterious and the macabre, became the breeding ground for this latest enigma. Users shared their findings, each post adding another layer to the growing legend. Images, grainy and distorted, began to circulate. They were shared and reshared, each time losing a bit of clarity, but gaining an air of authenticity. These images were not just random glitches or digital artifacts. They seemed to hold a deeper, more sinister meaning. They depicted what appeared to be a new level of the Backrooms, different yet unmistakably connected to that unsettling realm. The images were disturbing, showing scenes that were both familiar and alien. The Backrooms, a place already steeped in mystery and fear, seemed to have grown even more complex and terrifying. Gone was the familiar, albeit unsettling, monotony of yellowed wallpaper and buzzing lights. This new level seemed to strip away the thin veneer of normalcy that the original Backrooms had, replacing it with something far more sinister. This new level was different. It was colder, darker. The atmosphere was oppressive, as if the very air was thick with malevolence. It was a place that seemed to reject the presence of life, a place where hope and light were extinguished. The walls were concrete, bare and unforgiving. They seemed to close in on you, creating a sense of claustrophobia and dread. The cold, hard surfaces were a stark contrast to the decaying, almost organic feel of the original Backrooms. The air hung heavy with the scent of mildew and decay. It was a smell that seemed to cling to your skin, to seep into your very being. This was not just a place you visited, it was a place that invaded you, that left its mark on you long after you had left. The images were accompanied by fragmented messages, cryptic warnings scrawled in broken code and internet slang. These messages were like pieces of a puzzle, each one offering a glimpse into the horror that awaited those who dared to explore this new level. "Don't go looking for it," one message read, "it finds you." This warning, simple yet chilling, suggested that this new level was not just a place you stumbled upon. It was a place that sought you out, that drew you in whether you wanted to go or not. Another simply said, "There's something else here." This message, more than any other, hinted at the true horror of this new level. It suggested that there was something lurking in the shadows, something that was aware of your presence and was watching your every move. These cryptic warnings, coupled with the unsettling imagery, sent a chill down the spines of even the most hardened skeptics. The combination of visual and textual clues created a sense of dread that was hard to shake off. The Backrooms, it seemed, were expanding. This new level was not just an addition, it was a transformation. The boundaries of this nightmarish realm were stretching, growing, encompassing new horrors and new mysteries. And whatever lay within this new level was something far more sinister, far more terrifying than anything encountered before. It was a place where the rules of reality no longer applied, where the very fabric of existence seemed to unravel. This new level was not just a place, it was a living, breathing entity, a predator that lurked in the shadows, waiting to pounce on its next victim. Among the digital noise and speculation, one account emerged, more detailed and disturbing than the rest. It belonged to a user known only as The Wanderer, a self-proclaimed explorer of digital spaces and online mysteries. The Wanderer's account was met with a mix of skepticism and morbid curiosity. Some dismissed it as an elaborate hoax, a work of fiction designed to capitalize on the growing fascination with the Backrooms. Others, however, found his descriptions too detailed, too specific to be entirely fabricated. They saw something in the Wanderer's words, a terrifying glimpse into a reality they had only ever glimpsed in their nightmares. As the legend of the new level spread, more and more people came forward, claiming to have experienced it firsthand. These individuals from various walks of life shared their harrowing encounters, each more chilling than the last. Their stories, while varied in their details, shared a common thread of terror and disorientation. They spoke of labyrinthine corridors that seemed to shift and change, making escape impossible. They spoke of endless corridors, of feeling constantly watched, as if unseen eyes were tracking their every move. The sensation of being observed was so intense that some claimed they could almost feel the breath of their invisible watchers on their necks, of an oppressive silence broken only by the hum of fluorescent lights and the distant drip of water. This silence was described as more than just an absence of sound. It was a heavy, suffocating quiet that seemed to press down on them, amplifying their fear. One user, a young woman who went by the handle lost _ signal, shared her experience in a detailed post. She recounted how she had stumbled upon the level by accident, and from the moment she entered, she felt a sense of impending doom. Described a feeling of overwhelming dread that permeated the level. This dread was not just a fleeting emotion, but a constant gnawing presence that seemed to grow stronger the longer she stayed. Another user, a seasoned explorer of online oddities who called himself static_dive, shared his own unsettling experience. He had ventured into the level out of curiosity, armed with a flashlight and a camera, described encountering strange symbols etched into the concrete walls. These symbols were unlike anything he had seen before, and they seemed to pulse with a strange energy. He uploaded images of the symbols, hoping someone might be able to decipher their meaning. The symbols sparked a flurry of discussion online, with many speculating about their origins and significance. These accounts, though fragmented and often contradictory, painted a chilling picture of this new level. Some described it as a place where reality itself seemed to break down, where the laws of physics no longer applied. Painted a chilling picture of this new level. It was a place where the familiar became strange, and the strange became terrifying. It was a place of fear and paranoia, where every shadow seemed to hide a threat, and every sound was a potential danger, where the lines between reality and nightmare blurred, creating a disorienting and terrifying experience for those who dared to enter, and where something dark and unknown lurked just beyond the flickering lights. This presence, whatever it was, seemed to feed on the fear of those who entered, growing stronger with each passing moment. Many who ventured into this level spoke of a desperate need to escape, but no matter how fast they ran or how carefully they planned, the corridors seemed to stretch on endlessly, trapping them in a nightmarish loop. Some claimed to have found strange artifacts within the level, objects that seemed to hold a sinister power. These artifacts were often described as being cold to the touch, and those who found them reported feeling an immediate sense of dread. Others took to documenting their experiences in journals, filling pages with cryptic notes and sketches in an attempt to make sense of the madness. These journals, when shared online, only added to the growing legend of the level. As more and more people shared their stories, a community began to form. This community, bound by their shared experiences, became a support network for those who had faced the horrors of the level. Some members of this community dedicated themselves to uncovering the truth behind the level, spending countless hours analyzing the stories and searching for patterns. They hoped that by understanding the level, they might find a way to escape its grasp. Despite the dangers, the allure of the level continued to draw in new explorers. Each new account added to the growing tapestry of fear and fascination, ensuring that the legend of the level would live on. In the end, the testimony of these lost souls serves as a haunting reminder of the unknown horrors that lurk just beyond the edges of our reality. Their stories, filled with fear and uncertainty, continue to captivate and terrify those who dare to listen.